Hello, it's Flloyd Kennedy, Being in Voice. Now, in these times when we're stuck inside or maybe getting one walk a day, it's so important that you remember to keep your voice exercised as well as the rest of your body. Your voice is physical after all, so now we're starting to get a little bit closer to what do I mean by being in voice. Well, there's a little set of exercises that you can do every day, if you think of it, every now and then, several times a day, in fact, which will just keep your larynx ticking over nice and gently, keeping it toned up so that when you come back, we're let outside, we get back into our theatres and our studios and some sense of normality. Your voice will be up to scratch. It may even be better than it was before. So here's a little sequence of exercises. I call this the mini vocal warm-up. I'm just going to sit on my cushion because I think I'm a bit low in the... There we go, that's better. Because I want to put subtitles underneath as well. So here we go, the mini vocal warm-up. This is just for keeping your voice ticking over nice and healthy. If you do it first thing in the morning, fantastic. If you do it while you're making a cup of tea, and even better, get the family to join in because it's fun. So we begin with the first element, which is the sigh. It's a very gentle sigh, but it's an energized sigh. It's not that one where you just go, no, that's not energized. That's just throwing energy around all over the place. Nice and focused sigh goes like this. Did you notice how my shoulders didn't move? If you watched the last video about, taking a nice deep breath, that's exactly what I did then. And I want you to do that 3 times. So there was 1, here's 2. And I just release my belly, the breath drops in, and here's number 3. And you notice how when I get to the end of the sigh, I'm not slumped. I haven't given up. I haven't gone, oh, that's it, I've done my sigh. I've gone, and? Because if you make every little element in the exercise be a stepping stone to a slight gear change to the next one. I'll demonstrate that by doing the next element, which is the sighing ah. So it's a little bit more phonated. Your vocal folds are working a little bit better, but it's still a sigh. But this time your energy, your focus is, oh, there's something out there for me. How lovely. So just use your imagination. Think of your heart's desire. For me, I tell all my students this, it's always Steven Spielberg outside the window waving my contract and I'm going, and then he says, but it's a 3-film franchise, Flloyd, and I go, and there's a magnum of champagne along with the contract, So it's a joyful welcoming of whatever it is, maybe it's the Prime Minister back on board, comes on TV and he says the virus is gone, we've got vaccinations for everyone, they'll be at your doorstep tomorrow. So I'm not pushing or forcing my voice, I'm simply expressing how I feel. The third element is the hum. Now a hum is something that you can do any time of the day or night. I do it when I'm out on my walk. In normal times, if anybody approaches, I find out how close I can get to them before they look funny at me. And if they don't look funny at me, it means they can't hear me anyway. So I might as well keep doing it. So what we're doing with the hum is you start with your lips just gently touching, just so that it's a hum and not it's a hmm. You start somewhere nice and easy in the middle of your range. And then you just slide up a little bit, slide down a little bit, and you just go round and round, getting a little bit higher, a little bit lower as you go until you want to do another one. Just relax your belly, the breath drops in, and there's another one. So it goes like this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. can have as much fun as I like with it. And you can do that as often as you like, any time of the day, and you will not damage your voice. You'll simply be building a little bit of muscle tone in there, which is a good thing to do. The next element is our trills. Now there's a very formal official name for these, if I can remember it. It's called a semi-occluded vocal tract exercise. Semi means half, occluded means coming together, vocal means to do with your vocal tract, your larynx, your vocal folds. Exercise means please have fun. So the semi-ness of it is it's a trill, which means that whatever part of your articulatory process is creating the trill is coming together and apart very, very quickly. So if I were to do a lip trill, it's my lips that are flapping gently together in the breeze of my breath. If it's a tongue trill, it's the tip of my tongue flapping gently up and down against my alveolar ridge, the gum ridge behind your top teeth. Yeah? I know a lot of people say, oh, I can't do that. Let me tell you a secret. You can. You just haven't done it yet. So keep trying. If you go, I can't, why would you lie? You can't. So stop saying you can't. Say, I'll have another go and have fun. There's another kind of trill, but I won't go into that now because it's a little bit advanced. So we'll go with the lip trill. Now the lip trill is even easier if you take your fingertips and gently just push the fleshy part of your cheeks up a little bit. Not hard, don't be hard, just be gentle, just in there. Keep well clear of your lips. Keep your lips absolutely relaxed. Start with them together and just let your breath blow them apart. And you just go as high as you can go easily and you let it go. Don't hang around on that top note. Do 3 of those. Here's the second one. Here's the third one. And you'll notice I get a little bit lower, a little bit higher each time. It's an exercise, it's a warm-up, it's not training. You'll notice that I'm just going from low to high. You can go round and round in circles if you like. That's a different exercise. Low to high means your vocal folds are getting longer and thinner as you go from low to high, and then you let go. So it's a stretch. High to low, they're getting shorter and fatter as you come down in the scale. It's a contraction, and that's why we do them separately. So let's do 3 from high to low. I'm doing them relatively quickly. You'll notice, I'm noticing my voice is doing little cracks and wobbles and bumps as it does. Perfectly normal. If yours doesn't, good on you. You're lucky. Mine does, so I have to actually exercise to try and iron them out. It doesn't mean I can't yodel. I can yodel. Yeah. Oh, well, I could if I'd warmed up properly. Yodeling. There you go. But I want to be able to not yodel unless I want to yodel. Okay, so here we go. High to low. And remember, here's another tip. When we're talking about sound, high is not up there and low is not down there. So keep your head nice and steady. Don't let you start doing this, you know. No. The sound is always going in this direction. Always. It's going out, up a little bit, and then it dies away. So here we go, high to low, pitch-wise. And. This action, this gesture, helps my brain to cope with the fact that I'm not letting it go, oh, it's up there and it's down there. Okay? Body and brain working together. There's 1. Here's 2. And here is 3. Now, I thought of something else I was going to warn you about. Oh, yes. I have a very strict rule when it comes to doing your daily trills. And that is, you know when you've finished each trill, when one of 3 things happens. Either you've run out of air, you're done. Or you've gone as high as you can go, you're done. Or the house is on fire, stop it and sort out the fire, okay? You do not stop because you think it's going wrong. There is no right or wrong. Wrong, well, if you like, there is a wrong, and that is don't hurt yourself, don't hurt anybody else. But there is no right or wrong way that you just did it. However you did it, that's how it was. Let it go happily. Yeah? So it's perfectly acceptable if you're at the stage where you try and do a lip trill and it goes like this. I stopped when I got as high as I could go. I still had some air. I lost the bubble. My voice was crackling and wobbling. Who gives a stuff? I had a go. That's what it's about. There is no can't. There is I had a go, and I'm going to have another go sometime when I want to. So, just to recap, we did the sigh, ha. We did the sighing ah, ha. We did our hum, Pardon me, we did our ascending lip trills. We did our descending lip trills. And we did all of those 3 times, or you can hum for as much as you like. The last element is the voiced ah, and it's got a very particular structure to it. If you think this is going on for a long time, really, once you know what you're doing, and I'll list them underneath there. I'll see if I can attach a handout. Or you can email me. Email me, I'll send you the handout. Or even better, give me a little bit of income and buy the app, which is in the App Store. Oh, I forgot to tell you that, yes. I'll tell you at the end. The final element, the voiced ah. Now we know that by the time you're humming, you are fully phonating. Your vocal folds are coming nicely together and apart as the upcoming air pressure is coming through, creating the sound waves that are your voice. So instead of, you can't sigh and hum at the same time. Try it. It's really pathetic. If you're humming, your vocal folds are fully phonating. You are vocalizing. Okay? So we're now going to take that lovely vocal sound and turn it into an ah. 2 fingertips just between your front teeth there. Ah. Oh, here's another one. Ah. Ah. And now I'm done. Now you notice I did a weird thing there. I left my mouth open in between. I do not ah. My mouth always, it wants to close. Of course it does. That's normal. That's what we have to do when we finish speaking. Our mouth closes up. But when we're performing, we need to give a little bit more space at the end of what we're saying for the audience to actually register. And if you practice doing an exercise at least once a day where you wait after you've finished expressing vocally whatever it is, wait for the sound that you are no longer making, but it's out there in the room. Wait for it to reach your audience. And then you discover you've got another one, something else to express. If you get used to that, I'll explain down the track why that is such a useful thing to be able to do. Another time. I think I banged on for long enough this time, yes. Okay, so the app. It is the mini vocal warm-up. I talk you through it. I explain all the exercises. I've got my son and his then girlfriend, now lovely wife, being my students, and I'm teaching it to them. There's another section where I simply say, and now let's do it, the sigh, and then we do it 3 times. We do it together. There's another section which is a longer warm-up, a couple of longer warm-ups in fact, one for resonance, one for articulators. I think there's 3 sections. I can't remember, I haven't looked at it for a while. Which reminds me, I must find a nice app developer person who can help me upgrade it, because all the new big iPhone thingies I don't think is going to work. Anyway, there you go. You'll find it in the App Store, but you have to search for Being in Voice. 3 words is the only way you'll find it, but I'll see if I can put the link somewhere. Okay, lovely. Please enjoy your warm-ups, your mini warm-up. Do more if you feel like it. It's so gentle that you can't do yourself any harm doing these exercises. And do them playfully. Have some kind of intention, some kind of little game, mind game that you're playing with yourself as you do them. Never do a voice exercise as anything technical. Always remember, it's who you are, your voice. It's how you are in the world is through your voice, just as much as how you look. So be kind to it. Be kind to you. We've got to be kind to ourselves in these difficult times. Okay, that's enough of me. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.